Hello, vinyl community. Curtis Young here with Young LP Lovers. That's renamed the channel, and that's what we're going with here. I've been having so much fun watching everyone's videos in the vinyl community that I wanted to get involved and start making a little bit more content. I've been making some with my daughters. Reaction videos that they're really enjoying. It's been really fun to kind of share my music with them, so we're having a lot of fun making those. But I thought today I would show a few of the records I bought this month and try to offer up something that might be a little different that I have access to here in Shanghai, some Japanese pressings. Yeah, and just kind of give back. I've been learning so much from all the other videos and things I've been watching, getting lots of tips on what to buy, and yeah, just really, really enjoying all these videos and just kind of want to give back. So today I've got, what do I have, 6 or 7 records here I've purchased in the last month. So we just came off of Chinese New Year. So I ordered a lot during the holiday, and now everything's starting up again, so businesses are open and the deliveries are rolling in. So I think I've got 7 records here today to show you. I'm going to start with some sort of unique things. Not going to show my face too much. I'm going to mount it and show you the records and why I like some of these Japanese pressings so much. All right, so yeah, let's get into it. All right, so I've just counted, I think it's 6 records here to show you, starting with this absolute beauty here. Getting a lot of glare off that. Let's see if I can move it around. Yeah, I'm going to try to show you some Japanese pressings first. I'm going to start with what I think are the nicer ones, and then some of the more common ones, and frankly, a little bit of a letdown. So I'm going to end the video on a bit of a bummer. That sucks. Anyway, first one is this gorgeous Japanese pressing of Elvis's Golden Records. And so we see the OB here. This is Golden Record number 1, volume number 1 here. And this is a pretty cool pressing because it was only available with this cover anyway, for a couple of years. And then they re-released it with different covers. And it's got the Japanese OB on it here in really good condition. There's just one tiny little brown spot here. So when I found this, it was actually, I've been inspired a lot by channel Elvis in Japan. So I've kind of been rediscovering my love for Elvis, which is lovely. But this was just in such great shape. So you've got that 50s Elvis on the front. Maybe I'll slide the OB down so you can kind of see the other side of this one as well. So you can kind of just slide the OB down and have a better look at it there. I kind of like it on this side better. But anyway, then the back side, you've got your 70s Elvis as well. And then on the inside, you've got your Japanese liner notes over here, track listening in Japanese rather, and English, and then your English lyrics on this side. Yeah, so absolute beauty of a record. Sounds pretty good. I don't like the stereo separation on most of the tracks, to be honest, but I listened to it on the headphones and the stereo. I don't know, it was just not as good as the mono stuff, of course, right? But still, absolutely gorgeous one to have. So that's the first one I wanted to show you. Second one, another Elvis. So this one is Elvis as recorded at Madison Square Garden. And this is the quadraphonic, or the Quadradisk version. All right, so this is the 4-point stereo, right? The predecessor to surround sound, that sort of thing, right? They play, I don't have a quadraphonic system, but it does play on a stereo system, no problem. And there's Elvis in concert at the back, presumably from Madison Square Garden. The track list here is all in Japanese. So when I saw this one, I know the quad is a bit difficult to find. And so with the Obi, I snapped it up. And both of these are relatively cheap. So decent prices. However, this one is quite water damaged on the inside, at the top along here. In fact, you can see where the Obi strip stuck on, and this is actually detached here. But you can see this is the way you need to set it up for the quadraphonic. But it plays good. Nice sound, quiet copy. I'll show you one other interesting thing though. With this one, it's all cut as one track. I don't know if you can see that there. Yeah, see, it's all just one track from beginning to end on both sides. So I'm not sure if I have other quadraphonic discs and they're not like that. So I don't know if this is just this particular type of quad. This is the, what do they call it? Quadradisk CD4. Maybe that's the way they did all the CD4s, or maybe this is just the way that Elvis at Madison Square Garden was cut. I don't know. If you know, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to find out. All right, so that's Elvis at Madison Square Garden, another Japanese pressing. The third Japanese pressing I have, and the last one for this video, is Ike and Tina Turner. And so I wanted to show this one because this is just a great example of what makes Japanese pressings, or at least the packaging on Japanese pressings, so spectacular. So it's got the real thick cover here, textures. Ike and Tina are not embossed, the opposite of embossed, I guess, sunk in. You got the gold disc here, stereo, and this is actually pasted on. It's just really nice, thick packaging here. And so when you open it up, you've got so it's a double LP, so you've got this pocket here, and originally came with this sleeve, which I find is kind of backwards. It's got the plastic on the outside and the paper on the inside. But I've just replaced that. I'll hang on to that, but I've just replaced it for now. Then you get 2 booklets. This is a 12-page booklet with the liner notes in Japanese, some pictures, and then you've got your lyrics in English. And then the second booklet is your Japanese lyrics. Having all these liner notes in Japanese really makes me wish that I spoke Japanese. Then you've got your other pocket over here for the other disc. And it's a gray pocket, so it's kind of two-toned. I don't know, I think that's a nice touch. And this is a promo copy as well. I'll take it very gently. On the Liberty label. It's a white label promo as well. So I couldn't find this one on Discogs. They only have the regular Japanese pressing. So kind of cool to get a promo copy as well. And again, these were, all of these were under $20. Were they? Around that margin. Yeah, so another nice find for this month. And I found this one. So this is actually just a generic sleeve that I had laying around here. And I had this sticker laying around as well, so I put that on. This is, still on the record player, actually, I gotta grab it. This is The Clash, London Calling. But it's only disc 1. There was only disc 1 that was there. And it is with the sleeve. Oh, come on. There we go. Shouldn't do that, that's terrible. Anyway, it's with the sleeve for the second disc. So, disc 1 and sleeve 2. So, but it's a Sterling pressing. I don't know if you can see that there. It's a US version. It says on the sleeve that it was, what's it say there? For the world except UK, Erie, Europe, and Australasia, for US and Canada. So I don't know how the Canadian, the US version were different from the UK version, but again, if you know, let me know. But I couldn't resist that. I think they want it, what did they want for that? Maybe $8. So I don't have any Clash, but there's the Clash. And the last two I bought were new records. I don't buy a lot of new records here in Shanghai just because the price of them, the markup on them are so much that it's not really worth it. So I usually wait till I get back home to Nova Scotia, Canada, to buy any new records. But these two records have been on my want list for a long time, and so they were at a good price, basically the same price I'd pay back home in Canada. So I said, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm really disappointed with these. So I got this one, and I got Miles Davis, Kind of Blue. Both sound terrible. When I took them out of the package, they were scuffed up. I don't know, you really probably won't see the scuff marks. Just the plight of buying new records in China, and I never get very much luck with these. Yeah, I listened to Kind of Blue. I couldn't even listen to the whole thing. It sounded so terrible. And this is, you know, this should be a relatively good pressing, 2010 pressing. I was just really disappointed. So these might be going back. I don't know. I'll listen to them again. I listened to them on the headphones and could hear every little crackle. Was not impressed. I was so excited to get these two records because, like I said, I keep a want list with about, I don't know, 20 records at a time, just to kind of help me control my buying a little bit. And so these have been on that top 20 list for quite some time. So I finally decided to pull the trigger, and kind of regretting it. I don't know. Hopefully, I'll have another listen to both of these, and my opinion might change because they're just great records. Just, I don't know. Part of me wonders if they're an actual like Chinese knockoff or something, because they're just so noisy. Or if that's just the plight of new records today. I don't know. Anyway, so that is what I've gotten last month. I got a bunch of CDs, but I'll save those for another video. All right, so yeah, that's what I found this month. I'm supposed to be cutting down on my record buying, so that might be all I buy this month, but we'll see if those other ones go back or not. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Check out some of the other videos. Yeah, I'll do another video on the CDs, about quite a few CDs this month as well. And even though I've changed the name of the channel to LP Lovers, I'm still also buying CDs because they're really cheap here, used CDs. So I've been picking up a few box sets and things that for like, you know, $3-4. So really good value. So I'll show you those. So until next time, cheers from Shanghai.